Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another Watchalong. Barcelona versus Inter Milan in the Champions League. What a game we have on our hands tonight, guys. Barcelona is going to be looking to put Inter Milan in a deficit and trying to get off on the right foot against what is going to be a very difficult opponent in the Champions League. I'm super excited. Barcelona in the Champions League semifinals after what 6 years of not being here, since 2019. Hopefully we're able to have a much better campaign and able to reach that all-important final and potentially win it. Looking at the lineup, Hansi Flick has not made any changes whatsoever to his lineup. He started with Szczesny, Engel, Gerard Martin, Inigo Martinez, Pau Cubarsí, Jules Koundé. In the midfield, he went with Pedri, Frankie de Jong, and up top, Rafinha, Dani Olmo, Ferran, and Lamine Yamal. On the sides of Inter Milan, Simone Inzaghi always been clear. He's going to play with that 3-5-2. He has Sommer in goal, Bastoni, Acerbi, Bisek, Di Marco, Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu, Barella, Dumfries, Lautaro Martinez, and Thuram up top. Inter Milan with a very, very strong team as well. And let's see what Barcelona can do tonight. All right, there we go. Wait, is Lamine Yamal feeling some discomfort? I saw him walking right there. I was just looking at that. Is Lamine injured? Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. Oh, Lamine will play. Oh my goodness. Whew. Oh, because I just saw Lamine. If Lamine Yamal wasn't going to play, McTavish, everything's good. Everything's good. No need to panic. Lamine Yamal is right there in the tunnel. Ooh. Oh my. Yeah, Lamine Yamal is right there. Perfect. If that was the case, then yeah, you bring on Fermin. That would have been a terrible start. Absolutely terrible start. Christopher, what's up? Lo, why were you scared? If Lamine Yamal isn't starting, that's a monstrous blow. It would be nice to have Iñaki Williams now be scared of Barça. What's up, Thomas? Good to see you. Who thought we would be tensed about a 17-year-old not playing? I know. That's the impact the 17-year-old has on the team. He's been absolutely fantastic whenever he has been involved. So, I like that banner that they have in the background in the stadium. I want to see if, yeah, right here. One mission, the final. Look at that. 1992, 2006, 2009, 2011, 2015. Barcelona is going to be looking for the 6th. I want to send you an Eric Garcia image. Where can I? Just send it on X at CulePodcast, McTavish. Just send it on X. We could do it then. All right. I'm excited. Today's. What do Barcelona have in store for us? Let me bring in the audio.
A nightmare. Let's get into the starting 11s for both sides. First for Barcelona.
There we go.
Unchanged team from the team that
anyway, Inter's getting destroyed tonight 3-0. Dude, Thomas, I love your confidence. Every single time you come in, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. Let's make it happen, boys. Let's make it happen. Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd.
Barcelona coming in after securing that Copa del Rey, a third straight El Clasico win over Real Madrid. They're young, they're free scoring. They've scored 155 goals in all competitions this season, and they're primed to win the Champions League for the first time in 10 years. A fascinating contrast of styles as you get into the Inter starting 11. 5 changes from the team that lost to Roma at the weekend. Alessandro Bastoni is back from suspension, as is Henrik Mkhitaryan. Jan Bisek comes in for the injured Benjamin Pavard. Denzel Dumfries comes in for his first start since mid-March, and Marcus Thuram, who's not played in Inter's last 3, comes in for Marko Arnautovic up front.
All right. There we go. CulePodcast 10? Yep. Yep. Let me see. So you sent me. What is that? What is that, McTavish? Oh my gosh. Bro, that stare. Crazy. All right. Let's get it. There, guys, shit, Trophy. Yeah. Inter Milan start with the ball first. Okay.
Of a strong internazionale team. Well, they've just lost the 3 consecutive games in the domestic competition. They've kept 8 clean
Let's go.
sheets in the Champions League. So this is a serious hard nut to crack for Barcelona.
Barcelona's starting off with the press already. There we go, Ferran.
Over 2 legs to decide who goes to the final of the UEFA Champions League.
Touch.
And a lovely ball to start things off from Barella.
Dumfries versus the...
Returning from injury and
No one.
area was nearly wing back to wing back as Kunde
No one.
ahead of Di Marco.
That's offside. That's offside.
Off to a good start. Dumfries again. And Thuram in 30 seconds.
That has to be offside.
Lead at Barcelona. Simply magisterial by Internazionale.
No way. Did they actually score?
There's no other word for
Is this onside?
Sit back and enjoy absolute perfect attacking embroidered together by Internazionale.
Thuram scores.
The finish will get
Bro, what the fuck are we doing? We can't start like this?
way before this was absolutely wonderful. It's a terrible clearance away.
It's onside. Oh my gosh.
It's brought back in.
No way, bro. What was that?
Tipped to be a headline grabber. Absolutely is. It's a wonderful finish by Thuram. But again, go back to it again. The football was brave, expressive,
Well, at least it's in the first minute, but terrible start.
and
Awful start to the match.
the albatross hung around his neck for that terrible
All right.
clearance.
I could have saved that. Inigo Martinez slips. Szczesny late to it. Absolute horrible start.
Combining that were injury doubts in the last month. Thuram only just recovering. Didn't even play on Sunday as a substitute. In from the start and goes and creates.
You just given Inter Milan like the best possible moment. How is this possible? Gerard Martin ain't it? Rather see Inigo there. See, but that, it wasn't even like his fault.
Teach, it's either in you or it ain't. And Marcus Thuram, it came out of him like a
All right. We can see. No worries. No worries.
Absolutely diamond chandelier of a goal. Well, what response now from this young, energetic, and truly brilliant Barcelona team. That's a cracking.
There we go. Lamine. Lamine versus Bastoni.
Gets stuck there at Alessandro Bastoni, a key figure in the side who was missing
All right.
through yellow card accumulation, but back in the team and a key intervention there.
Good defending.
Wow.
Facing up to
Was not expecting that. Gerard Martin won't be able to keep up with the win-backs. No. Like, that goal was just chalk it. Just chalk it. You know.
And Pedri.
Nice, Pedri.
Gliding through that midfield as he so often does. Yamal, an early response required from Barcelona, who are no strangers to conceding goals in games. Lifted in from Yamal, and arriving is Ferran Torres. And
Ooh, Ferran.
well, got it across that penalty area, but well dealt with from Bisek.
Wonderful hocus pocus out wide again.
Nice, Martin.
Lamine Yamal holding, hesitating, and his big, beautiful, bulging eyes picking out the free man.
And that's what Thuram can give you, man.
Look out.
Dani Olmo almost gets it back off the deflection, but just losing out at the vital moment as Dumfries clears. Barcelona looking to hit back quickly.
All right, come on. What we have to do is we have to hit back quickly, man.
First
We
whistle.
can't allow Inter to get into a comfortable state.
Inter Milan setting the table for an absolutely amazing game that's already been at boiling point.
Come on.
They are all percolating.
This game was meant for Araujo to play.
They know back down.
Araujo's going to be important. He's going to be important. I think so.
Torres off the chest and Acerbi.
Nice.
Veteran at 37 years
Come on,
old,
boys.
just have to
Come on.
Concede the corner.
Good run into the box by
Rafinha, you're going to need to have a big game.
picked out beautifully by the blondie, Lamine Yamal.
Only just recently becoming a blondie at the weekend ahead of that Copa del Rey final. Rafinha into that near post and easy
Okay.
away there.
Inter with the clearance.
The blondes have more fun, like Rod used to sing, but Lamine Yamal, the world of football is his oyster right now. Astonishing talented, has the admiration of everybody in the world that knows anything.
That's the first foul from Di Marco. That's the first foul from Di Marco.
From Federico Di Marco going in, giving away a free kick. Stepping on that right boot of Rafinha. Pedri. Already Inter sinking into their shape. Best defensive record in this Champions League, only conceded 5 goals. And
Nice. Pedri's in the space.
from Barcelona. Pedri.
Bro, look at how Inter are defending, man.
Two Inter
Ugh.
players.
I hate defensive teams. I absolutely hate defensive teams.
Back with De Jong.
Nice, Frankie.
Neat touches to give to Inigo Martinez.
Beautiful football.
Martin lifting in, and Torres.
Oh, Ferran.
Bastoni won. De Jong goes through and left to try and win it. Saying he was fouled. Half-hearted appeals for a penalty.
All right. Heard Lamine got hurt during practice. We know what's up.
Into this. Nothing there. Big dramatics from the Dutch international.
There's contact, but that's not enough for a penalty.
Top of it.
All right.
Japan and France.
Inter went 270 minutes in a week's worth of football without scoring a goal. Took them 30 seconds tonight and have the lead here in this first leg.
Football, man, eh? You think you know it, and then it does this to you within a minute.
Yep.
Astonishing.
Can be a crazy old game. Martin fills in for Alex Balde. One of the top performers in this side from left back. Provides a lot going forward.
Inter Milan's only spent 10 minutes in a losing position in this Champions League so far.
Rafinha lifting in. That's a straightforward claim there for Jan Sommer.
They've only spent 10 minutes in a losing position. Wow.
They take the lead
That's impressive.
in a situation like this. There's all sorts of Shakespearean drama laying ahead of us, of course. But in the early going, the blue touch paper well and truly lit by Inter Milan. Dream start.
Oh my gosh.
Here with Internazionale since 2021, win Coppa Italia twice and the Super Coppa 3 times. leading this team to the Champions League final in 2023, Chris.
There we go. That's ours.
A very proud, regal club.
And 8 of the 11 that started on that day are in the squad. 7 start tonight, including Bastoni and Lautaro Martinez, who is often the goal-scoring star.
Martin, get there, man.
Terrific run of form in the Champions League.
He's so
Scoring
slow.
his last 5 appearances, scored in both legs of the quarterfinal.
Oh my
with
gosh.
Bayern Munich. Eventually went the way of the Italian club. 4-3 on aggregate. Off to a great start here.
Well, they needed that confidence booster after having their noses well and truly bloodied in the domestic competitions into Milan, and what a
Nice, Lamine.
they have had.
And a bit of a shove out there from Bastoni. Yamal going down, grabbing at his face, but clean win in the judgment of the referee as Bastoni plays forward into Thuram, who's tripped up there by Dani Olmo, and eventually the free kick given. Inter perhaps might have won an advantage there.
Huh?
Seemed very little contact, but the cleats definitely come through.
Hey, his hand is on his face.
Bit of face washing, he'll be all right.
Hansi should have put Martinez as left back. But guys, I don't think the goal was Gerard Martin's fault. What's it called? I'm not blaming Gerard Martin for that. Inigo Martinez slipped. He slipped right there. Thuram has an easy finish. Szczesny late to react.
In Europe this season, Barella in that midfield, the Italian national, but a lot of eyes on Marcus Thuram. Not even playing, still probably playing through some pain here tonight.
Sorry.
No, not at all.
Oh, is that not a pen? I don't think it was a pen though.
Ball behind him into the back of the net. Masterful piece of finishing.
That's a handball. That's a handball.
Against all the odds of putting the ball in the back of the net. With a pass like that from that angle, superb finisher.
Mkhitaryan. Di Marco. Bastoni loves to get forward from center back and lifts another one in. It's awkward there for Barcelona. They let it go through. Çalhanoğlu and lifting in towards Lautaro Martinez, and Szczesny punching away. And Mkhitaryan measuring his volley, and Lautaro flicking, but well,
That would have been offside.
Went wide anyway.
A wonderful movement from Inter Milan. Good recognition from the feeders. Barella at the heart of everything, of course. Nice rainbow pass deep into the box. Catching Barcelona with a step up that was called offside correctly.
All right. It's not his fault, but I think Inigo works better there, and we have Araujo's size advantage. Okay.
Steady as she goes, nothing changes. They grab the lead.
Well, also to keep in mind is that if you, oh nice Ferran, you have to finish that. No fucking way.
Only just off time.
No fucking way. No fucking way you missed that Ferran.
Chances in a game like this,
You can't miss that. You can't fucking miss that.
He's been a vastly improved player of late. Look at this. I tell you what, that's a good sliding challenge from Acerbi. Forcing the shot wide, perhaps. His sad eyes look down from upstairs in the shape of the Polish international Lewandowski, top goal scorer for Barcelona in this competition by some margin.
Defender was in front of the space. He didn't have a clean shot by the looks of it. No, that's because like Ferran's touch was poor there.
A fortnight ago, as mentioned, Ray, 11 goals in the Champions League for Lewandowski. He's a big miss up front, but must give credit to Ferran Torres, who's filled in admirably in that forward line.
All right, come on.
Lewandowski sat next to Marc-Andre
12 minutes into the match, fresh. You just start to no.
It's a late one left in there on Dani Olmo.
It's been a good response by Hansi Flick's men. These young men. Batting an eyelash. Certainly no fading of their attacking
All right.
magic.
They're so much bigger than us.
As we've seen, Barcelona always prone to
Yeah, they're tall. All of our players are they're like what, like 5'7", 5'8"?
going to be the big separation here. Is over these two legs that have been identified as two wars.
Nice. Rafinha, you're into space.
Bisek gets a piece but slips, and Rafinha sends into that penalty area. Mkhitaryan covering.
T slips. Do you think Robert Lewandowski will play the next match? No. Robert Lewandowski's not gonna be back for the next like 2 weeks or so. Right now, the timeline for Robert Lewandowski is for him to be back
For Rafinha,
for the game against Real Madrid in La Liga.
Yamal.
Bastoni is a giant.
Appearance number
Huge.
100 for Barcelona tonight. Just 17 years old. And already
Barcelona in the aerial game, they're not gonna win.
first name on the team sheet is Dumfries. Plays on with an arm up high. The appeal there, and eventually referee will deliberate and give a very late free kick in the end, the way of Barcelona. There's two fingers across the eye there from Dumfries and towards Martin.
Oh. What's your score predictions now after they scored?
Since mid-March, came off the bench
Um,
against Roma and provides that ball in.
See, because like what Barcelona needs to do is to not let Inter score first, man. Not especially in the first minute.
Now been told the quickest goal scored in a Champions League semi-final in history. Wow, 30 seconds for Marcus Thuram.
30 seconds. You conceded 30 seconds. What was that? What was that, Rafinha?
Tracking it and punching it away. Only as far though as Lamine Yamal. who will lift
But
that
in regards to
The
score
center forward,
prediction,
Lautaro Martinez back doing his defensive work.
the Barca fans won't like the scoreline, of course, but they will like how fresh these players are looking after that torture test over 120 minutes that they took against Real Madrid in a Clasico. You wonder how much fatigue
Nice.
there is
I have no idea.
in a team like this,
I don't know.
physically and mentally, but they look sharp as a witch's tooth.
Nice,
there
Pedri.
right now.
We have to do right here is just not get anxious. We have tons of time left.
They'll love to come out of their long grass and hunt.
Tons of time left.
Barca need to keep that back door well and truly locked. That's a great header.
One from
Nice,
Kouassi,
Kouassi.
captain, Olmo in towards Rafinha, trying that inventive.
Rafinha is becoming relevant since the Argentina comments. I know, since Rafinha has come back since the international break, he's been hit and miss. Honestly. That Brazil period did not do him any well.
Good protection so far on the flanks, but terrorizer in the shape of this kid.
Seemingly always drawing the attention of two. Those wide areas, where might the space be elsewhere? Inigo Martinez stepping forward. Everyone in this Barcelona team so high, such a part of the attack. They've scored 37 goals just in the Champions League, more than any other team in the competition, and 155
Nice,
goals
Lamine.
in all competitions that they've played in this season. Lamine Yamal and Olmo and Pedri playing it first time.
Bro, look at how many players are
Steps up to win the header.
Wonderful
It's-
Gatling gun football from Yamal, and then triggers a pass.
it's definitely a mentality issue. You think so?
Controlled
Inter is a Tafe Harambo.
Tries to set up Pedri.
That's a foul from Barrella, by the way.
Notorious
I despise defensive teams.
hard team to
I
crack.
despise them.
Inter Milan, especially when it comes to this tournament.
They're so anti-football, man. Anti-football.
As you might expect, Inter taking their time to put the ball back in play. So often the team domestically that is in control of games, that is doing the attacking, that has the possession, but in Europe, they do take on a little bit of a different identity. They can suffer in games, they can defend deep in games. They have both clubs.
Matches like this are what makes Lewis so important for us.
Already seen how devastating
We're gonna need like a fixed nine.
they are surgical.
Ferran is gonna have to do a great job, like working the defenders.
From all departments, from the back Penetrative football from Inter Milan.
Us keeping the ball is what Inter want. Absolutely.
Capitalized on a bad mistake.
Yamal trying to cut through two. Mkhitaryan with the poke. It is given as a corner. The Armenian appealing there that it should have been a goal kick, but another opportunity from the set piece for Barcelona.
Wonderful abracadabra. And DiMarco is left with his knees on backwards for a short second before recouping.
Corner delivered, and it was on there for Inigo Martinez. It was Bisek, though, that got to it first.
He needed to as well. Big Jan Bisek, 6'5", just does enough.
6'5"?
In front of the on-rushing Inigo Martinez.
These guys are
This
giants.
one would have been definitely heading towards goal. That's tremendous defending.
Bit of a collision there as well, as Olmo will take it from the other side. Lifted in, and Bisek again, the header. And Torres!
No.
Flashing it wide. Caught it well, but couldn't direct it towards goal.
Again, wonderful control. Is this ball?
Lewa is what we need. We're too fragile without him. No real tenacity or strength. Oh, that was close. That was close from Ferran.
Touch there and settles it beautifully, catches it exactly the right height.
That was close. That was close. Also, Rafinha needs to step up big time. He can't rely on Pedri, Lamine, and Frankie's performances to carry him. He needs to have a great performance. He wasn't great in the Copa del Rey final. The last time he was good was against Celta, but that wasn't really like this is a great performance. It was great moments for him, I would say.
Italians holding hard.
Flick, and now
Like, you can't do that.
DiMarco at full stretch, but Martinez across does have to give away a corner.
Great run by DiMarco, wonderful quick throw in, and he had three players streaking into the box, just out of camera here. But there's three Inter Milan shirts flooding in like a flock of seagulls.
All right, Barcelona have to hit them on the counter.
Inter have been the best
Lautaro dagger 91st minute.
having scored 11 goals from corners. Barcelona in their last 6 games have conceded 3, including at the weekend to Aurelien Tchouameni of Real Madrid. DiMarco into that danger area. Jeremy went into Dumfries!
Second.
20 minutes into the semifinal, and Inter have shocked Barcelona with a 2-goal lead.
Fabulous finish by Dumfries, and Barcelona's slackness in defending set pieces comes and bites their heads off again. It's a beautiful ball floated to the back post, and it's intentionally met by its target. Rises beautifully, ooh, and then this ball, it's steered across by Acerbi, and then the lovely jubbly upside down strike.
Yep, it was a great run, guys. Great run.
Sends it and punishes the back of the net. There was an infraction on one of the Barcelona players by one of the
All right.
Inter Milan defenders.
As I said, not having that Rafa is just stupid of us. We need size.
Given, and it's been a tremendous set piece goal by Internazionale.
All right.
And this game turned on its head now. It's Barcelona that are black and blue.
And another goal from a corner for Inter. Barcelona now have a worrying issue, and it is remarkable all the conversation about the issues that Inter have had. And it just comes down to sometimes when you have your best players fit, it can go a long way. Inter have been without Dumfries.
We're not losing this trust. We still have plenty of time, guys. This has been a horrendous start. Absolute fucking horrendous start.
Thuram as well, and they both get on the score sheet tonight.
Well, Inzaghi will be absolutely delighted. It's just how you practice them until the moon goes.
Horrendous,
down on the
horrendous.
practice field.
Horrendous right here.
Can it get more simple than that? Ball
From a
movement,
corner and
post,
30
post
seconds.
stairs.
If you're going to concede like Inter playing well, them having a great goal. Not like that, man. Not like that. All right.
And now Barcelona, who are well capable of scoring goals, will have to turn on
Come on.
that firepower. Rafinha. Yamal. Again going outside of the boot. Bastoni got a touch, but Sommer will come out and claim.
All right. Man, I wish Bayern went through and not Inter.
Take those risks, Barcelona, in the final third.
Yeah.
To invent magic and find chances where there might not be any to the untrained eye.
But guys, we're still in it. Don't think that it's over. Absolutely not the case.
Really had nothing to do with that. One and absolutely.
It's two isolated plays, just like that.
In that first goal, and again, wonderfully put together. And then the second one, the set piece goal, was rudimentary, textbook stuff. That's been the undressing of Barcelona. As you see, capable of responding. The next goal is
The next goal is going to be huge. Barcelona need to get the next goal.
Caught up there with Koundé, those two playing so much together down that right side. Yamal
Come on, Lamine.
and Yamal!
There we go. There we fucking go.
It is 100th game for Barcelona.
Come on.
Right
2-1.
into the tie.
Back into it.
Is there any doubt?
Back into it, boys. Back into it. That's what we fucking need.
of this
That's a goal.
phenomenon.
Come on.
The infant
Inter should not be winning, man. Inter should not be winning.
he sees
Inter should not be in this in winning right here.
I do not need you.
Come on.
He needs them like
Lamine saving our asses.
assist here. One-on-one.
Come on.
He dances by Mkhitaryan.
Let's fucking go, man.
Leaves him in acid. But then the steering shot.
Get these guys out of my face.
Down to Archimedean degrees. Exactly what they needed
Come on.
to resuscitate themselves from 2-0 down. In this glorious game of football set before us.
What a fucking goal. What a goal from
Scored one great
From
goal
Lamine
in the
Yamal.
semifinal
What a goal.
last summer for Spain against France, and has scored another great European semifinal goal here tonight. On the night he marks his 100th appearance for the club at age 17 years old. It cannot be understated. He is 17 years old and
Come on.
performing like this.
Off the charts. He was less than 3-year-old, I think, when Inter Milan won their last Champions League final. Take that in.
And beat this Barcelona team in the semifinal.
Yep.
What a start we've had. 25 minutes.
Rafinha. Lamine Yamal needs you, man. Lamine Yamal needs you.
Three wonderful goals. Wonderful goals.
Yamal to go again. This time towards that byline and cutting. Yamal!
No! Bro, Lamine Yamal is magic. Lamine Yamal is cooking.
How did I raise you? Again.
Oh my goodness, how did Lamine Yamal not score?
It might have been going in were it not.
was.
This is Lamine. This is Lamine alone.
It was a great save. Yes, his masterpiece, a piece of goal finishing that should be hung up in Paris's Louvre as a piece of footballing art.
Seen the temptation there from Barella to try and beat that offside trap. We've already seen Barcelona twice tonight catch Inter offside. Caught opponents offside 70 times in the Champions League. Second place is Aston Villa with 34. This is what they do with that high line and that trap. And Inzaghi will surely have been concocting ways to break that line, as referee is now asking the Inter players to get on with it.
It'll be interesting to see what Kate, Jamie, Thierry and Nika say about defending that type of attack by Yamal. How do you stop that? I mean, the distances was good. He headed
Oh my god.
two players facing up to
Lamine Yamal is dragging Barcelona right now. Literally the only player in the attack.
Jackrabbit in a den of amazing goal.
Rafinha. And Dumfries with a challenge in.
No, Rafinha, you can't be losing like that, man.
As we can tell you that the second legs of these two semifinals still to come next week. And next Tuesday, Inter will be the host at San Siro, taking on Barcelona. And the
Come on.
second leg on Wednesday.
Game is far from over.
And Arsenal.
What's Rafinha doing?
In Paris. As you take a look at the second goal, beautiful, scored by Inter.
Wonderful. Again. The free.
Look at that, man. Like, what are the odds you concede like that?
The header was like Ben-Hur behind his chariot, one upstairs with total commitment, and then the finish from
What are the odds you concede like that?
as good as you get.
Imagine how pumped Suarez is right now watching the game with Messi, Jordan Busquets. Hopefully they're watching that, but they might be preparing for their game later tonight. I think they're playing in the
But the three of them were
CONCACAF Cup or something like that.
who were diamonds of a goal.
Lamine is the best youngster in the world. Not the best youngster. He's arguably among the best players. Simple as like
Football.
blank out.
End-to-end stuff. Barcelona
The best players between Lamine and Pedri. You know,
resurgent now.
Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo's gonna have to be huge as well. We're gonna need our players to step up.
Now Toro Martinez is the one who's been very much in the margins of the game in the attack so far for Inter.
De Jong in between three lines. And Olmo.
There we go, Olmo.
Early by Sommer, but he bounces. Olmo with a real moment of quality.
How he keeps this under control, well, you tell me, Chris. Wonderful threading of the needle by.
Maybe more to the
And
angle.
then he holds it, hesitates. The defenders come and he plays a 1-2 off the
Come on,
left.
boys.
Finds a way through, but cannot find a way past Janssen.
There we go. You have space.
Jamal
Yep.
early, and Sommer got a hand to it just as Rafinha was arriving. So nearly that equalizer.
Good save from Jan Sommer, Swiss international coming, reading.
There we go, boys. I'm liking these prices. I'm liking this.
Good hand.
People who say that Inter was going to be easy an opponent, this is the reason why. Inter was never going to be easy, but they've been lucky in those goals that they scored.
Limit this onslaught, but it's almost unstoppable from
They've been
Barcelona.
lucky right there.
De Jong and Gerard Martin into that area, but after Dani Olmo let it run, recovered by Inter.
No foul, no foul.
Acerbi lifting out of the trouble. Sommer.
Oh my god. Amazing how the boys find rooms. Nice. Great pressure, boys.
Those one-touch passes, but that one from Lautaro not coming off. Pedri and Olmo lifting in and far too close to the Inter goalkeeper, Jan Sommer.
All right.
Busy man in this first half hour. There's that earlier delivery from Yamal and the fingertips to it from Sommer. Instrumental.
Literally hit the
In second half, I'm bringing on Araujo.
really quick.
I think you need him.
Good little touch save.
Sommer does lead major European football in clean sheets. He's got 20 this season. As that ball smacked out wide to Dumfries, there's a bit too much on it.
Summer's just so damn good.
Position on that right side, even as the
Will it come out?
Barcelona shape converges.
A wonderful start from Inter. Even so, it's defending with good organisation, right, left, and centre. But this exemplary passing machine of Barcelona finding their way through.
Rafinha lost his control ahead of Bastoni, who stood his ground and got the help of Di Marco.
While you felt that 2-0 lead when it was extended by Inter was going to be enough, it seems very fragile now.
Oh, carried there by Barella.
There we go.
Went beyond two with
Mistake from Barella.
skill and thought for a moment he's going to try and chip the goalkeeper.
Second half, I'm taking out Gerard Martin and putting on Araujo. Simple as that.
Wonderful string puller, being one of the most productive and dangerous midfielders in the Champions League this season for sure. Wonderful footballer, Barella.
Rafinha is also having a horrible game.
Every player on the pitch Flick looking
Every
for
single touch, every single dribble.
As does Yamal, lifts in another cross, and it went through. Olmo going across.
Oh
and
my
Ferran wasn't there
gosh.
to back it up.
Yeah, I think you're right, Chris. I think Iran doesn't follow the track of the ball, and he's left standing on his heels because he thinks that Dani Olmo is going to be able to make contact.
Bisek winning the throw. If you look at this Inter side, Bisek really the only player that you wouldn't classify as being part of the best 11 available.
Unbelievable how we conceded. Unbelievable how we conceded those goals. Unfucking believable. We're so much better than these guys.
Does miss out tonight with an ankle injury, which is why he starts. As it will be a foul throw given there against Bisek.
Do we take the hit and continue to play him? Rafa can be shit all game and then pop out of nowhere. No, you do. You rely on Rafinha. Besides, there isn't anyone else you can bring on. Crazy how a 17-year-old is willing to equalize.
There was concern because we know that
Come on.
we saw there was some concern with this kid.
And Yamal goes again, and Sommer spilled out Chanaby, getting that little touch to get it away from the danger area.
Throw in for Inter.
Yamal, certainly
You think Pedri or Lamine will win the Ballon d'Or? Barcelona goes to the final?
This is
I
another
think it's one or two. I think it's depending on who shows up for these type of games. Whoever shows up for this tie right here, it's going to play so much impact.
slipperiness of him.
It's simple as that. I think throughout the entirety of the season, I think you have to give it to Pedri because he's been, I'd say the consistency levels of him are outstanding.
All done in nanoseconds.
Pedri.
But we're going to need these guys to show up.
Lamine Yamal.
Take a shot, take a shot.
Kunde, who scored that winning goal in the Copa del Rey final at the weekend. Yamal again across, and again Sommer is there first. Those crosses bent towards Sommer. He's largely dealt with. Spadella will go direct.
No. Gerard Martin was wide open on a number of
Come on.
situations there.
Those curling crosses inside R8, they have them scouted. Not only that, but these guys are like giants. Bisek is like 6'5". Bastoni is like 6'4". These guys are giants. Sommer is humongous as well. And we have
Done very well.
no player who's going to be
Trying to get through.
trying to get at the end of those crosses.
Didn't quite come off. Alert pass there from Thuram, and well played forward into Di Marco. Look at all that space for Inter to play into. They can find that direct ball and time it right. Bastoni trying, but
There we go, mistake.
block in from Yamal.
Ferran,
Rafinha
the-
and Ferran Torres, and the block in only as far as Yamal and Dani Olmo.
What a save. What a save from
What a tackle. by
Hey, that's a yellow. That's a yellow.
It's wonderful attacking football.
That's a yellow.
What's new? It's putting the cork in the bottle that is the big challenge. And Francisco Acerbi, when we see it again, the 37-year-old Italian international comes across.
Bro, Summer's having a huge game.
Before this,
Would you bring on Ansu? No, not yet. I'd stick with this team. The one change I would make is I would take off
defending by Inter Milan, but it gets
Gerard Martin.
done.
I'd bring on Araujo. I think you need someone for his size up against these defenders.
Pace, but Thuram was covering that near post. Header forward from Bisek, but can Inter get any kind of control? Di Marco just hitting it in towards that space, but blocked there from Kunde. Recently ended a run of playing in 104.
I wouldn't bring on Ansu at all. I agree. I don't think this is the game for Ansu. Fermin, Gavin, Araujo, Eric are only subs we can actually bring on.
Inigo Martinez. And again. Let's look at the Barcelona shape so far forward. Everyone's in the attack. Pedri lifting in. Rafinha.
There we go, Ferran. There we go, Ferran!
From 2-0 down. Barcelona back level in this semi.
Back level. Back level. Let's go. Get these guys out of the fuck out of here, man. This fucking trash ass team. Get Inter out of this stadium, man.
By Pedri.
Fucking go.
Is the thunder. It
The shark. No, it's like this. Yeah.
Lightning display of footballing, passing beauty.
Come on. Rafinha with the assist.
Post
2-2.
picks up
Shit team, man. How the fuck are we tied to them?
it is that rises, not
Fucking
down.
awful team.
Pushing the ball home through the open door. It was Rafinha, Chris, that started that by winning the ball upstairs.
Visca Barça.
His
Come on.
tenacity,
Mwah.
Isaiah and his hunger
2-2.
keep that possession alive. As I said,
Back
the
into
right
it.
time, and then
Back into it, boys. Just like that.
by
Come on.
Barcelona's death by 1,000 passes with their passing pyrotechnics, as I said, just wonderful play, just undoing Inter Milan.
Let's go.
Almost takes that kind of perfect.
That pass from Pedri was sublime.
Beat this
Come on.
team in white here. We are being served up some glorious.
What a
goals.
pass from Pedri. Props to CC. Rafinha isn't having a good game. But this is what Rafinha does right here. Gave that pass to Ferran. Feels good to be a culé.
With a 2-0 lead, you would think, oh, we can defend this from here, but this Barcelona side is a different level. 39 goals scored now in this Champions League. This clash of styles.
All right.
has
2-2.
produced exactly what we were expecting.
Nice, Lamine.
Away there by Bastoni to Yamalu. Quickly there with Koundé, but Ronaldo concedes a throw, and now Inter will
Come on.
get to halftime, still at 2-2.
You're so right, Chris, and it hasn't just been Barcelona's applaudable, attractive
No.
football, but
No, don't tell me Koundé's down.
Finale came in and laid the table down, and they're the team that came out
No.
showing this type of football with accuracy.
Oh, what a pass from
and
Pedri, man.
delivery and thoughtfulness and insight into running on to two different passes. The run dictating the pass each time against an Inter team
Let's go.
that have been so wonderful.
Our guys are going to get tired quickly in this game. Save the subs for then.
And a concern here is Koundé went down.
Eric Garcia. Okay.
Eric Garcia is the player who's getting warmed up for Barcelona.
Eric Garcia, just one of the many that Hansi Flick has had a wonderful contribution.
I mean, that's the effect of playing, what, 100 matches in the season? In a year?
Eric Gavi,
Him walking off is a good sign, though. Let's get Eric in and see what's up.
all of the
The goal from Lamine was absurd, man. The goal from Lamine was absurd.
astonishing. Uses the upright as his reference point.
What's crazy is that Inter have been non-existent in the match. They got, what, the first chance in the first 30 seconds and a set piece. Other than that, they've been non-existent.
Bomb.
Non-existent, man.
He's just so unfazed. 18, right?
Yep.
Come on.
Or 17.
17.
That's another foul.
Was fouled in the middle
That's
of
another foul. Keep that in mind.
the questions about if Koundé can keep going. Didn't play in their league match against Mallorca.
Eric Garcia off. I mean, Koundé off, Eric Garcia on. All right.
Perhaps
When we get the number 10, I'm buying it the same day.
come off and Garcia will enter.
No, yeah, when that happens, I'm buying the Lamine jersey.
Player
Lamine Yamal definitely deserves the number 10. I don't care what anyone says.
position
He deserves it. He deserves it.
to augment this.
There's no doubt about that. The issue is, do you want to give him at this point? What do you expect Inter was going to do? Play football? They're okay with a draw? No, I mean, like, NJ, I understand that.
Could go short. Looks off the turning on Rafinha, and the deflection came in.
But I despise that type of football. I despise defensive football.
Like it just came off him without him even really.
I hate it.
Does go away for a corner. Short with Lamine Yamal. Good block in there from Çalhanoğlu. Out of the Martin will circulate the play. with Yamal.
Nice, Lamine.
Ball
Barça. No, Barça should have taken the shot.
In the middle of that penalty area, the center back forward from the corner looked unprepared.
See, that's a lack of instinct right there from Pau Cuarsi. And I mean, it's natural.
Did not look ready as Çalhanoğlu
He's not a striker.
puts that ball towards
He's a center back.
Again, the thunder
If that's Ferrer, he takes a shot.
of disbelief for
He takes a shot, boom. If that's Lewis, takes a touch, takes a shot, boom.
daddles through the defense.
I'm not gonna get angry about Cuarsi for that, you know?
Kubasi was a
It's
little
not that,
bit
bro. It's how they got those 2 super goals. We should be up 2-0.
defenders.
Also that as well, yeah.
Slippery as an eel in Vaseline.
What happened now?
Yamal again.
Lautaro Martinez looks shaken up.
Well, is it a head injury for Lautaro?
Yamal doing the sporting thing and putting it out of play. See Inzaghi, one of the more colorful characters in the dugout in Italian football.
Well, the Argentine World Cup winner just wears
Okay.
it off. The ex-Racing Club man. Let's take a look at this.
No, it's a muscle injury. No one touched him.
Certainly can't lose him at this stage.
Yeah, it would be a big loss. You know what, Chris? When I saw him in the warm-up, so I'm not so sure that he looked 100%. That was just
I mean,
the warm-up.
these players are playing so many games. Yeah, it looks like the leg. These teams are playing so many games.
The one striker that's persisted while Thuram has been away, Inter trying a bevy of other options to fill that Thuram-sized hole in the middle of the attack, but none really delivering.
Come on, Olmo.
Olmo lifting in towards Rafinha to track it out the other side.
Good work, Rafinha.
Pedri to pick out a pass as he does here for Yamal.
Oh, Lamine.
Patience, which the crowd here appreciates.
Come on.
Double marked every time. They need double insurance around him.
Martin couldn't squeeze it through. Kubarsi.
This has been fantastic from the boys. This has been absolutely fantastic.
Space behind them.
The way we can see those goals was awful, but we did a very, very well, very good job of coming back.
Minimum 2 minutes added at the end of
There we
the
go.
first half. Yamal tripped up there by Lautaro Martinez. Will be a free kick. Inter players.
All right. Get Jay Martin off of my screen already, please.
Was on his way down, and DiMarco stepping across him as well.
His momentum carrying him in.
In this type of game, it's not he's been bad.
Completely
It's just he's not giving enough.
too much of a
Like, he's not Balde. That's the thing. He's not Balde. He can't, like, when you look at him defend, he's slow. He doesn't give you the same offensively. He doesn't give you the same defensively. He's just not at the same level. And for these type of games, we just need difference makers.
central defender playing in that left wing position. It's an amoeba. Football. It's the way they Barcelona have always played. So unconventional, and the trust that Hansi Flick has built into them to take those attacking positions. And a man like Inigo Martinez. It's been Inigo Martinez.
He makes great rotation piece, but fuck, he can't start. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing new. We knew this already.
Who's been sitting him down, and it's been meaning more to him.
It's nothing crazy. He's not bad, but not good enough for it. Exactly. He's not bad, but he's just not good enough. That's the thing.
Country has really got his message over to this kid.
And there we go, halftime.
The halftime whistle goes at the end of a breathless.
He had to start because we had no other choice. No, I mean, that's obvious, but we're having a conversation, NJ.
On 30 seconds.
We're discussing the game, you know?
Barcelona getting 2 quick ones from Yamal and Torres. It's 2-2 at the break. Our halftime show is next.
2-2. I mean, I said this game was going to be similar to that of the games against Atletico Madrid. We conceded 2 early goals against Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey, I believe. We came back. and then we managed to score. This game is, I think, is going to be something very similar. What we have to do is we have to make sure we start well. Barcelona did a fantastic job of getting back into the game. We can't allow Inter to have any chance of scoring. Simple as that. Those set pieces. Oof, I'm looking on the big Araujo. I think you have to. I think with the way that Inter attack those set pieces with the players that they have, Bisek, Chervi, Dumfries, Thuram, they're just all giants, and then I think you're gonna have to be looking to have an impact up there. But guys, I'm gonna be posting a link and talking about that half because it's been a frustrating half, I would say, because Barcelona, I think we've done more than enough to warrant to be leading this game, but unfortunately, it's a draw. Barca, they done a good job after not starting great, after starting poorly. We've done a great job to come back. But we need to be doing a little bit more. But a big blow is that Koundé went off injured, man. Koundé off injured. I think we win 4-2. That's an option. But yeah. All right. Well, what's up, NJ? Welcome. NJ, it's been a frustrating half, I would say. Barcelona start poorly. Inter Milan get 2 goals. I think 2 scrappy goals. I would say the first a goal just out of nowhere. But Barcelona, they come back. Well, what did you make of the first half?
Hey man, listen, like I told people, man, I'm not don't like, don't play either low ball because they're gonna play football. They're gonna be there like defending. They're okay with going back with a draw or a one nil lead. I told people like, yo, relax. People be saying, oh yeah, it's gonna be easy. No, it's not gonna be easy, man. We've been saying this a couple of weeks. It's not gonna be easy.
No.
We could go back winning the game for sure, but it's gonna show you it's not gonna be an easy one. You have to like fucking find a way to like outplayed them. Which look at it, it took us what like almost 30 minutes to like outplay them.
No. I mean, necessarily, I think that Barcelona have been superior to that of Inter. Just I think Inter they've done well to take advantages and be clinical in those moments.
That's not a surprise, though. We know
No,
that. We already knew
no,
that.
I completely agree. It's not a
You know,
surprise. We knew that Inter were going to be like that.
yeah, we already knew that we're gonna have the ball most of the time. We already knew that. That's not really a surprise. That's not really a flex. 'Cause we already know that they're gonna give us the ball the whole game. It's just that we just it's just that it just showed you that one mistake or one lose of focus it will damage it. Look at it. Yeah,
No.
sure. You're sure it's a lucky goal that they scored, but still a goal's a goal. And then hey, look what happened. We gave
No,
them
I
two.
I mean
two
of course, like I'm
yeah.
showing frustration because like come on, like Inigo Martinez
Yeah,
slips in that position, Chesney late to react. You're thinking, come on, like guys, we're in this position for the first time in 6 years, and in the first 30 seconds you concede like that, like come on,
I mean,
yeah. To be
it's
honest,
it's frustration.
in the
but it can be
first
okay.
half the seasons, in the La Liga also we considered some goals like this, lacks of
Yeah,
concentration.
yeah,
We
yeah.
always we always struggle against teams like this all the time. Like how many games did we win against this kind of teams though? The season playing like that against them like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
3 games.
No,
So
no,
like
but I mean, shout out to Turam. We knew that he was going to be a threat coming into this match, and
I,
in the
I,
first 30 seconds,
okay.
he showed why.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean
just
like yeah.
frustrating.
You can't like like forget like what the Spurs were doing right. They've been making a lot of mistakes even despite Rafinha getting the goal. He played
Yeah,
awful. He
I
played
just
awful. Played
yeah,
awful in the first half. Ferran was missing like easy chances.
I just think if we play the second half just like we played the first half, then we are surely winning.
Yeah. I believe so. I believe so. Just in those key moments, we just have to be concentrated. We have to be concentrated,
Yeah.
because
Also, whenever they have the ball, just keep pressuring them whenever they have the ball. Don't let
yeah.
them have ball time on the ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Um,
and also for the people who say or like like freaking like getting angry at Jerry Martin, bro, he's a sub, bro. He's not gonna have the same quality as
no,
Baldini.
no, 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 no. But I mean, of course, like you understand the frustration in
Yeah,
regards
he's doing okay.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing okay.
yeah, he's doing
Yeah,
okay.
and
I
there is
completely
no
agree.
point, criticizing him.
exactly against what a freaking Dumfries is fucking like that strong of a fullback. Come on, bro. You're not gonna be able to stop me, especially for a backup, bro.
But in that situation, would you guys bring on Araujo and sub him off, play
Yeah,
Nigo Martinez left back?
yeah. Later, yeah, like around the 65 or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like
Later
that.
on, why not?
Yeah, not
Later
right
on.
now, not right now. Let's see if Jared can at least like stop two plays, at least two plays.
Honestly,
Also,
I'd say
guys,
make that substitution
how many
instantly.
times how many times we will say this? That mentality on this team is crazy. Even after going
Yeah,
2-0 down in 20 minutes, they are like just hitting back, attacking and
yeah,
attacking. It's crazy,
yeah.
man. The football they on the display is crazy this season.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I can't lie. Though, Inter's defense is on point, man. Like they knew how to like where to like put their feet their foot at where to like
Yeah,
stop the
you know,
ball.
i- in order to open the spaces between their defense, we entirely have to move entirety of their block. Every
Yeah,
Yeah.
player of ours has to make a movement in order to move their defenders. It's crazy.
yeah.
The
Like
football quality in this match.
yeah, it's really good. I like it though. But again, you like for Inter like in order to like get away from there, like you have to like instead of doing like three steps, you just do five more steps, two more steps to like find the goal.
Hmm.
That's how hard they are. That team
Uh huh.
right
But guys, I want to talk about Lamine Yamal for a moment because Lamine Yamal, oh my God, he literally dragged Barcelona. He dragged Barcelona
Drag.
back into the match.
now.
This goal from Lamine is absurd. This goal from Lamine right here, you guys can see it right here.
Yeah,
Just shoots it, beats Summer. He has one, two, three players in front of him. He just curls it. And not only that, he like Lamine Yamal, his plays, he's creating chances. And look at this, just a minute after scoring that goal, he could have made it 2-2 right here in this situation right here. Where he managed to beat DeMarco, absolutely sat him down, and unfortunately he hits the crossbar. But Barcelona, they've been knocking. We've been creating the chances. It's just
You know,
so unfortunate that we
all
can see it the way that we did.
with all due respect to Salah, man, Lamine is the best winger in the world. Nobody is as good as his.
I mean, yeah, because obviously, because again, once it's like a pure scorer winger, while the other one's like the complete package
Putting
without the goals,
the
you know.
No, uh huh.
that
But
that finish from Dumfries was crazy though.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah,
no.
I was like, you know what? Well, one
That
time,
was
no, it's okay,
that
it's
was
okay.
that was like moral breaking finish. It could have broke
Oh yeah, it was. I
the
was like, what the
moral of the
frick,
team.
bro? Yo, you're like, yeah, listen though.
Yeah.
I don't mind Trump scoring the one goal because we were stupid. Yo, when I saw the goal, I'm like, yo, wait. I'm like, yo, hey, hold a minute, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
No,
any
yeah.
No,
any update on Kunde's injury?
uh,
Right. I haven't even managed to go on social media to look at
probably cramps. I
the
think.
injury.
I think he cramped out. He cramped out during the game. That's why he couldn't like
Let me see. Let me see.
Out of all the games
I
that he played,
guess.
yo, this is the first time that he actually his body gave up on it. Like what the frig, yo?
Well, I mean, he's been playing tons of minutes.
I
Like
know, I know,
I
I know, but still, like out of all the games that his body could have gave up in this game.
no. But
Also, they,
also,
they can't even get out of their half. Inter Milan. If we just keep pressure in them and suffocate them, then we will definitely win some balls and make some attacks more.
No, no, that's the thing, Seko, though. They want us to win the ball because they're just waiting for that counter attack. That's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but
That's
but,
why.
but they are going through their only outlets. It looks like is Dimarco, and he is the
Yeah,
only one making runs after they win the ball. No Dumfries, nothing from the
no,
midfield.
no, no, no. Yeah,
Barella,
exactly.
everyone is invisible.
Yeah, because they're playing gonna be in the Marcus because the Marcus is their main creator and or Bastoni. That's their two creators in the back. If their midfield's like getting guarded. So yeah,
yeah.
they're just waiting for that one chance of counterattacking.
But I will say that Barcelona they've done a very good job of after that 2-0 trying to come back another game and limiting Inter. Obviously, they did a
Yeah,
great job
obviously.
of coming back. And I want to give a shout out to Pedri, Rafinha, and Ferran right here, because this was the second goal to
Yeah,
equalize the match. The pass from Pedri was phenomenal. Best midfielder in the world. Rafinha showed up for the assist. He's been having a horrendous game, I
Oh yeah,
think,
100%, bro.
overall.
Yeah, you can't forget that the rugby has been awful in the game.
Yeah, he's been awful, but these are the moments in which it's important.
Yeah.
Ferra makes a run and he just finishes that brilliant.
Danny
Ver-
almost like, need to do better, man. Like Danny almost should do better more. Come on, like this guy. Yeah,
it was that one chance in which
yeah,
Daniel is
exactly,
able to beat the defenders, and he was able to
exactly,
take a
yo.
shot against
I
Sommer.
was like, no. I was like, no, man.
A
also,
shot that's straight at him.
guys, I wanted to talk about Pedri. No, not even a single midfielder of Inter Milan combined. They can't even put a hand on Pedri right now. He is entirely controlling their midfield and our midfield together.
Yeah,
um, I,
don't get
I
me
was
wrong.
just looking at some stats right here in regards to Pedri. Let me see if I can find it. Let me
I,
see.
I don't mind
And
going back.
to be honest,
I,
this Lamin performance in the after we conceded two goals, I only watched highlight, but it literally reminded me of that last 10 minutes Neymar played against PSG. It was crazy. He was just
that one,
smoking.
yeah.
Even they were double teaming him, and he was
Yeah.
still smoking them. It was crazy,
Yeah,
man.
like for me, I don't mind going back with either a minimum draw or at least by 3-2 win. Like, I don't mind doing that because again, it's not there.
If,
They're
if,
not
if,
easy to
just
face.
yeah, just don't concede. Just
Yeah,
yeah, just don't concede easy goals like this, and we can definitely win this.
yeah,
To be
exactly.
honest,
Yeah,
yeah, as we discussed, my prediction was 4-2. I knew we would concede. Let's just
Yeah,
4-2. Then
exactly.
my
Yeah,
prediction will be also
yeah.
correct.
Too early.
we scored two
Too,
more goals.
yeah, too early, right? Too early for,
Yeah.
of a goal prediction.
um, Sylvan says Lamine trying to imprint his name on that Ballon d'Or and show he's the best right winger in the world at the moment.
Also, guys, I wanted to just say one thing. Don't you think if we take out Gerard Martin and we put Inigo, then we are playing with four defenders, and if we bring in Araujo also after some time, then we are also not conceding from set pieces like we considered in the first half. And if
I, I
if our attack performs like this, then we are definitely scoring the goals. If we
mhm.
we have to just defend better.
I think Araujo is going to be. I think that's going to be the change that Hansi Flick is going to make.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Moving
yeah,
Nigo
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
left
yeah.
and
Oh,
bring on
100,
Araujo.
oh yeah, yeah. For sure, that's gonna be the first sub for sure. Because again,
Hmm.
and they might need gap. I mean, they're not gonna drop some of Frankie because they need Frankie and Pedri to create. Because again, it's so tight in the box that they need like long balls for that. Then most likely either Fermin or Gabi is gonna be in the 10. Gonna get
I would say those two substitutions, bring them on around the 60th, 70th minute to inject some energy, to inject
60
some
minutes.
energy into the
Yeah,
team.
60 minutes for Inigo right away. Like 60 minutes. Then
Yeah. Okay.
later on, like like the 68 or the 71st will be Arao.
Yeah. But man, it's just we need to end this game off
I
well. We need
I
to make
also
sure we
want to
come out
see
of this game with a
more for
win.
Molmo. Yeah, I would
More
need
from
to see
Olmo.
more from Molmo. Back-to-back games he needs to do more. Yeah, he
Okay.
has been
Okay.
decent, not bad, but he needs to do more.
You can't bl-
Um.
you can't blame against Madrid because that was different. That wasn't football that they played there for almost was getting tackled. But this was gonna be this in this game. You're right. Yeah, you have to step up for this game.
Let me see if I can find the what's it
That's
called
crazy, man.
the chances from Danny Olmo, but I'm still mind blown by the goal from Lamine Yamal. Absolutely insane. And bro, you look at this. Even Erling Haaland will post on social media. This guy is incredible.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. Lamine is just magic, man. And then I
Yeah.
almost had a heart attack at the start of the match when it looked like he was. See, look right here. Ron Araujo immediately
Okay
coming
then.
on.
All right.
Immediately.
All right then. All right. That's a good first up. Then bring Gabi later on to stop the play for Inter if they're gonna
Yeah.
say later on.
Yeah. There we go. But all
If,
right,
if,
guys.
also, if one thing, if Rafinha doesn't steps up another level, then Lamine Yamal is snatching his chain right now in front of his eyes. He needs to wake up and score some goals.
Bro, Rafinha, like I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, the Jean Martin off, Araujo on. I think he's much needed. But all right,
Yeah,
guys,
he have in his game, yeah, for sure. He's well
I'll
needed.
see you for the end of the second half of the match
Again.
reaction. Yeah, after the game. All right, boys. All right, guys. Ooh, heads with the moon. Taremi on. Why is Ratao not fit? Yeah, it seems that Lautaro can. Okay, everything's equal. Lamine out here recruiting our lane. One of these days, Holland can play besides my boy. That partnership would cook. That partnership would cook. You imagine those crosses from Lamine going into Erling. That'd be so reminiscent of Holland with De Bruyne. I'm not afraid of set pieces of Inter. Then they counterattack. Okay. I'm bringing the audio. There we go. Come on, boys.
Got started in the first 30 seconds of the game. That's handball given against Dani Olmo. But Ray, some interesting halftime changes. Gerard Martin coming off for Ronald Araujo. He'll move into the center of defense. Inigo Martinez out wide on the left. And then Lautaro Martinez coming off at halftime. We saw him dealing with an injury towards the end of the first half. And a big loss for Inter.
It is. It's their main hit man, of course. And both teams reshuffling the deck here. But as everybody said in the studio and everybody looking in at this game, this has been just gloriously relentless. It's the best expression I can come up with after the way Internazionale started this.
All right, boys. Set piece for Inter. Come on.
Assault on Barcelona. Brilliant Barcelona bounce.
Let's make sure we lock in for this.
Sad eyes.
Bastoni should study how we play and join us when he's free agent.
As Çalhanoğlu will deliver the free kick into that vacant space, and Wojciech Szczesny will come out and deal with it. On the 2 goals, not a ton of chances for Inter, not a lot of work for Szczesny in goal. Does have a long history in the Italian Serie A.
Come on, boys.
Roma and Juventus. Came out of retirement to play in goal for Barcelona. Was enjoying post-football life in Marbella.
Yeah,
For getting the call.
Brilliant pickup. And a lot of it's got to do with Deco, of course, the man who's involved with the director of football and had a great influence on this.
Neil Martinez left back. Wow. This is going to be a throwback. That's going to be a throwback.
Hand in hand with Hansi Flick and the president, of course.
I think throwback to his Real Sociedad days, if I'm not mistaken. Hold up. I want to see. When was he there?
Chipping in towards Pedri, but
Nico Martinez, player profile. Yeah, like all the way back when, like 2011. What position did he play back then? Fermin warming up.
100th appearance. Just always looks as cool as a polar bear's backside, though, doesn't he? And at 17 years of age, and the scintillating footballer that he is no phasing him.
Taremi. Well, one back there, and now
Nice, Lamine Yamal. Ferran.
And Yamal.
Nah, he killed him.
Rafinha, and it
Killed Rafinha right there.
Just the height of the ball as it released just raises off of his foot as he stabs it in. Needs to play it quick as we see him again. And it's just a little too high.
A little bit too much on that.
A shove in the back there from Garcia and Di Marco, and it does merit a free kick. This game has delivered everything you could have wanted and more from an entertainment point of view. As good as Champions League semifinals get. Still a lot of football left to be played as Bastoni carries forward. Calm in possession for Mehdi Taremi, who came on as the substitute Over Lautaro and now in behind Bisek making the run. His low cross. Deflects.
No way.
Twice it did not go. Got underneath it. But Inter
Oh my
plays the second
goodness.
half well.
Barcelona's
3 liters of water. It's a huge water bottle. I swear Dumfries the master of scoring great goals. All his goals are bangers.
This one gets flung across and DiMarco just can't get above the ball to steer this one down. It's a valiant attempt.
We can't allow that to happen, man.
Great start from Internazionale.
And Dumfries, again a good start to the half as they did in the first.
Nice, Araujo. Good clearance.
And Araujo clearing. Yamal, though,
Not the best touch.
collector's item
From
as his
Lamine.
first touch let him down. Garcia playing back for Szczesny, who just gets rid. Interesting now with the changes that Barcelona have made defensively.
Great work, Garcia.
Koundé coming off. Another with Martin coming off at the half. It's almost a 4 center-back look across that back four. No natural fullbacks in the team.
It's happened a number of times for Barcelona this season in the league as well. This rejigging and this reformation, the trust and complete faith that Hansi Flick has in these players to adopt different positions. This is coming into a hot game. Not easy for Araujo.
Alert positioning there from Kubarsi as Yamal gives away.
Nah.
Poked off of Barella. And out for the throw.
Come on.
As they did.
Same as freaking Pavard. All his goals are like that. We can,
Slow the game
and they're all like the same build
the temperature,
as
I should
well.
say, as Barcelona can just play with that speed.
He's offside, no?
And they go early towards Thuram and Szczesny having to play the role of sweeper keeper. The offside
Great work,
flag was
Szczesny.
up, but Szczesny was
Now they want to attack after they thought they're gonna park the bus. They're trying to look for that goal early on.
style. Attacking like this is that could easily have been onside.
They're trying to look for the goal.
Pedri. Being turned on it and shaping it wide for Yamal. Pedri, such a key player in the team. Might not get the goals or the assists, but those who watch Barcelona week in, week out know he might be the most important player in this side.
For this weekend, I'm already expecting like 11 like rotations. Literally.
De Jong, Rafinha, Martinez has come forward and plays that cross through the area, but easy work there for Mkhitaryan.
Great work, Warsi.
Keeping possession.
Yeah.
Pedri again gets so many touches in that midfield. Inigo
All right,
Martinez
he's gonna be the controller. Inter's done a great job at isolating Pedri. Quiet game so far.
steps forward.
Quiet game, but yeah, he was the one who gave the pass to Rafinha for the second goal.
He advanced the ball just enough. That's when the elusive runs into the box. As you say, there's no pronounced centre forward, even though Ferran Torres is the main target. They'll take their time and spirograph type of football.
Opened up here for Inigo Martinez. He'll bend one in. This is away from Bastoni.
That's a handball. That's a handball.
He was in the way, but we play on. Yep. So appeals there for handball, but
That's a handball. It hit his hand.
18-yard box, Rafinha territory.
Yamal. A bit slower the tempo in this second half from Barcelona. Hansi Flick has made this side play a bit quicker, a bit more directly, and just bombard
Oh man, ball is such a huge miss.
balls and
You notice it on that left hand side.
much more of the patience, Johan Cruyff style of football that Barcelona has become so known for.
It's gonna be difficult for that 2v1.
But recovered here by Garcia. Pedri.
Oh, Pedri, that's a foul. That's a foul.
Held there as he was making his run. Free kick awarded. So much talk about trebles for both of these teams as here a late trip in and a tug there from Mkhitaryan as Yamal's into the area. His little crosses repel from Achebe and Pedri.
Ah, good try from Pedri. Inter really out here, double teaming a 17-year-old? Okay, Selvin, pause. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
He sees this one dropping towards him beautifully.
What's coming on?
Just
Is that Dumfries? Who's coming off?
to his right side.
No, Di Marco.
Now it's Federico Di Marco who will make way.
Okay. These guys are just giants.
Only just returning from injury. Largely go about an hour. Carlos Augusto has had a very good run in the team.
Carlos Augusto.
Second season after joining from Monza.
Yeah, all the changes coming in for both teams are very reliable players that have been impressive in their own individual way. Augusto, the Brazilian international, comes in with this, which is part of a football game. It's bubbling up again. Great ball.
And again over the top. Barella and towards the
Nice, Chesney.
has to be alert one more time.
Great job reading that. Bisek 6'5", Cherby 6'3". No, these guys are huge.
Playing behind deep defenses and not having all this space to cover, but despite coming out of retirement, despite having to learn new tricks as an old dog, he's been right up for it. Done his job well. Bisek is forward and wins that flick on header. Taremi down for Mkhitaryan. And Carlos Augusto looking for that window.
Nice, Garcia.
Ahead of
Great job defending that.
Back for Bastoni. Barcelona will hit their lines forward. So it's lifted
That's
up
offside.
wide. And the offside flag will come up against Barella.
Good start
Great
by
job.
his men.
Unlike Madrid, Inter keeps it clean when they deal with my...
That ball came from a
Oh my gosh.
second earlier. And that last attack, the true danger.
Wow, 10 minutes have already flown by.
Space and time on the ball. He usually picks the ace of spades out of his hand to pay the right pass at the right time.
Yamal. And Olmo. Knee combination
Lamine.
play. Yamal
Ah.
deflects on its way through.
I think he's going for Rafinha here. Sees him attacking that back post.
He's trying to go for the pass.
Well defended. Just getting it nicked away there in the nick of time. Inter Milan.
Very good in possession in their own right. Defended for long periods under the duress of the Barcelona press.
What is Araujo doing there?
Pull-off moments.
Nice, great work.
Mkhitaryan giving away.
Great work, guys. That's one thing that I think Barcelona have been brilliant throughout the match. It's the high press. We've been able to get Inter to lose some balls in some dangerous areas.
In a Barcelona shirt.
Oh, and how. Clear favourite for the Ballon d'Or.
30 goals and 20 assists this season. Gets another assist here tonight. A goal scored by Ferran Torres. De Jong. Yamal. Going outside of the boot. What an
Oh,
idea.
I was
Barella
true.
did get to it.
Amazing, astonishing, magnificent in its failure.
There we go.
By the white shirt, and
That's a foul.
he disguises his outside of the boot. Rainbow pass into the box. It
Yellow
just
card.
misses.
Yellow card for Çalhanoğlu.
Yellow card comes out for Hakan Çalhanoğlu just as Pedri took that first touch. Brilliant there as Çalhanoğlu was breathing down. No worry about
All right.
card accumulation.
Better than PSG in the Arsenal game, though, at least? Yeah, way more entertaining.
Only red cards can get you suspended.
Way more entertaining than that one.
Pau Kubarsi. Barcelona looking to get back to the Champions League final for the first time since 2015 when they won the treble.
Nice job.
Pulling off another 10 years later. Inter are in that final just 2 years ago. It's a great build-up from Barcelona.
Great build-up, guys.
Again, Yamal, this time running
Look at Olmo. He's so free.
and left for Padre, who scored from this sort of range on Saturday, but
Eric Garcia's free. Eric Garcia's free.
neat idea in towards Olmo and Bastoni.
Oh, no. So close.
Had to get rid of it and quickly.
Yamal almost sees the space ahead of him before it even develops. Once the absence of the white shirts doesn't track the ball, it's wonderful fly's eye vision that this young phenomenon has got. Not just his skill on the ball,
Oh,
that
what happened here?
incredible footballing IQ. Gift.
Heavy coming together as Kubarsi.
Bro, Turam, you're 6'4". I don't want to see you crying for a six for Pau, from a foul from Pau Cuarsi. You're like double his size.
Forearm through the back.
Good call by the ref.
There's that involvement with Torres and Bastoni. Torres is asking there for foul to be given. There's Lilian Thuram, father of Marcus. Scored that first goal inside of 30 seconds. Barella, though, is running in behind, and there's appeals from Barella for handball. Stop playing
Nothing.
to motion towards the referee, Clement Turpin.
It was outside of the box anyway.
As well.
Well, VAR can't intervene.
Might something be flagged towards the referee from the VAR, Jerome Brissard.
They can't. It's outside the box.
Only play, Rafinha and Torres went beyond Acerbi, but
Nice, Fermin. I mean, Ferran.
covering well
Great cover.
and kept as well by Mkhitaryan, and now Thuram. First time in towards Dumfries, and Dumfries goes for the
Araujo!
back post, and again appeals for handball as Araujo went to ground.
What a tackle from Araujo.
For the moment.
Wonderful flowing attack.
Ah,
Finale.
no handball. No handball. Nothing.
There's that earlier one. He's
What
got
a tackle.
Serious axe to grind there. Does Nicolo. Neither given. One correctly, the other one.
What a tackle.
Wonderful attack that though, Chris. And
Another corner.
have it within them. They strike for the jugular. Really quickly and penetratively over distance. It's a perfect example of it, that last attack. Been a good half of a start for Inter Milan.
Çalhanoğlu looks to deliver another ball as Inter look to strike again from a corner. The referee is just going to ask here for a few players to have a conversation with. Barella getting a word, as does Dani Olmo.
Shall we dance?
All right. Corner.
Çalhanoğlu lifting it, a danger.
That's a goal.
Header is on.
That's a goal.
There's another from a corner.
Fucking corners.
Semifinal. Inter are terrorizing Barcelona from set pieces and have the lead again.
Dumfries leaving his beautiful fingerprints all over this game. Setting up Thuram for a first goal, scoring a second now. Scoring the second, now scoring his second. Rises like a beautiful salmon from a river and punches this one home just
Like, come on, man.
of Araujo by the looks of it from that angle. Dumfries
They're just gonna score for crosses,
getting enough of
bro.
the contact on it and the deflection. Takes it off of Araujo in a loop over Chesney. And then goes Disco.
You ruined all the great work that you did in the end of that first half. Literally ruined it all.
Had missed more than a month with injury. First start back from that injury. Assists the first goal, and then scores the second and the third. What a performance from the Dutch international.
Aggression in attacking the ball is at the real base of that goal. Isn't the most clinical head, but he rose and made that ball his with fish shaking.
What's the purpose of putting it across here? What's the purpose?
Another leader.
Now Dani Olmo has hit the corner that Dumfries gives away short with Yamal.
Nicely.
Dummy for Rafinha.
Qué golazo. Qué golazo de Rafinha.
And Rafinha has
Rafinha.
18th of this Champions League. We're back on terms.
Bro, what a match.
Bombasso from Rafinha.
No, no. If you're a casual,
Again, the dummy over the top from
look at that dummy from Lamine. First time finish.
Mendes, staggering hit.
Yes.
21 gigawatts. Amazing accuracy. Brazilians, man. As soon as I see the whites of the goalpost, they ain't thinking. They're shooting. And it comes.
There we
wickedly
go.
off the
We got lucky with that
crossbar
one.
back
It was a great strike from Rafinha, but we got lucky with the rebound.
Nothing away from his bravery and
All right, 3-3.
incredible dynamic
3-3.
unlucky
Fermin coming on.
for Internazionale, but the shot initially beat the keeper, and then when it comes off the crossbar, it goes into that funny house of mirrors.
No, that strike from Rafinha was insane.
Will it be given as an own goal?
Bisek winning the header from the long throw. It has indeed been given as an own goal. Because it
We need to be
goes
so
off the
careful with these
crossbar
set
off the back
pieces.
of
We can't be leaving these guys like free like that.
13th of this Champions League for Rafinha.
Frankie, don't lose it. Frankie, don't lose it, please. I beg.
And neither will he. Is a truly inspirational leader of Barca. No matter how they go in, as long as they go in, who gets credited? What a seesaw game of football.
Is Dani Olmo going to be coming off?
Getting ready to come in. We'll see for whom momentarily.
Yeah.
Inigo Martinez, the one tripped up there, and it is Dani Olmo who will make way.
Dani Olmo, okay.
Fermin has been playing quite a lot in that number 10 role for Barcelona.
And impressively so as well. A dangerous player coming in. Another player that was struggling for consistency, but has found it in many, many ways under Hansi Flick. Another good performance by Dani Olmo again.
Dude, this strike from Rafinha. Look at where Rafinha struck this ball. We needed him to step up. That's the Rafinha I know. They rule as an own goal. They're haters. I could care less if it's an own goal. Honestly. Could care less.
Over the course of the 180 minutes, how many twists and turns will we see? Reminder that Inter had played 12 games in this Champions League before today, conceded 5.
Rafinha, forgive me. I take everything back.
65 minutes, they've given up 3. But they've also scored 3 to keep themselves well in the tie.
Heart-stopping stuff. For both
Come on,
sets of
boys.
fans.
Come on.
Two cracking football teams. A frog's hair between them, Chris, for all of the technical differences.
A 4-4? That could be on the cards.
The coaches, it's tug-of-war football
Oh my goodness.
next time around.
Pedro Yunus, there's tons of space right here.
Turn.
Nice, Fermin.
Fermin
Lamine.
and Lamine Yamal stopping head of 3 and back healing towards Garcia's low
Oof.
threatening but dealt with by Bisek.
Pedri's free. Pedri's free. Pedri's free.
Yamal gone beyond Carlos Augusto, another cross, this time repelled from Acerbi. And on Barcelona go.
There we go, Fermin.
Fermin Lopez.
No, why are you doing that?
Bastoni. Every defender having their crack given away there by Thuram. Fermin Lopez dancing inside. Lopez couldn't get a clean strike
Good try.
through all the
Good try,
plays.
Fermin. This is the real UCL final. We need to go back to Inter with a goal at hand. We need an extra goal. I don't think we could go to the Piazza Meazza with just a 3-3.
Gyrating body. Just cannot get enough crack on his hit.
As Taremi was
I genuinely think you'd be playing with fire.
He was trying to get that through ball away, and it will be given as a yellow card once referee can find it.
An almost immaculate game, this referee.
Yellow card for Paulo Garcia. Okay.
Wonderful referee Turpin.
Two actual teams with heritage, unlike the other two.
There's that pull on Taremi.
Fratesi coming on for Çalhanoğlu.
Çalhanoğlu will exit. Fratesi will enter. Score the second goal. That first leg victory over Bayern Munich in the quarterfinal. Inzaghi generally doesn't like to take chances with players on yellow cards. Çalhanoğlu, having been booked, is the player who gets substituted. Pokes away from Inigo Martinez for throw into Inter.
Hansi Flick saying the whole ball didn't go over the whole line. He's got a point.
Barella.
Nice. Pedro, you control the ball.
Pedri. Fratesi managing to get a piece.
Oh, what a ball.
Thuram's running in behind. Marcus Thuram.
Kubasi! What a tackle.
On the strike, Kubasi, but he's a winner. He reads his hand. He reads exactly when Big Marcus is going to pull the trigger, so he goes down and dirty. Great strike.
Insane.
Great
My young go. If Xavi's Barca would be losing, yeah, Xavi's Barca would have been gone. Barcelona's still in this, boys. Come on.
Bastoni gives away, but Garcia couldn't keep it. Pedri with a touch, but it'll come kindly for Marcus Thuram. Controlling ahead of Araujo, but has to slow down the attack, and in doing so, gives it away.
Wonderful.
Nice, Inigo. You're in a tons of space right here. Rafinha, find Ferran.
Early towards
To
him,
who?
but Carlos Augusto can get underneath it and head clear. Rafinha, though, will have a second bite at it.
Okay, Barcelona restart the play. What a fucking game. Man, we need Bailey for the second leg.
Resulted in the third goal. Uncredited to him, but
Bailey is a must need. For those transitions, you need that pace.
De Jong and Inigo Martinez spotting the run of Fermin Lopez, but not going to get to that one.
If Hansi Flick is not opting to risk Bailey for this game, save him for the second leg.
By Fermin. Ferran Torres coming off of his defender, wanted that ball played into him. Here's this another look at this wonder strike from the Brazilian.
Does Sommer get an initial touch onto it to help it onto that crossbar? It might just have done. And it went off his back and in. Reminder, next week, second legs of both these semifinals to come next
All right.
Tuesday from San Siro.
How is that an own goal? I'm guessing because it hit the crossbar and then it hit Sommer and then went in.
PSG leading
Bob.
by 2-0 going back home over Arsenal. Both of those matches are live on CBS and Paramount Plus. The second screen experience with David Beckham and friends as well available. Ball. Rafinha trying that early delivery and deflects away kindly for Barella. Is there a pass on for the break? Deflects but into the path of Araujo. Taremi again.
Looking more and more dangerous, this Internazionale team. Is this
Nice, Fermin.
ticks down. Insatiable appetite once they get the ball of stringing their passes together with danger lurking up top.
At this point, guys, I'm thinking of bringing on Gavi. I'm bringing on Gavi for like a Frankie or Pedri. I think Barcelona, they need fresh legs at this point. I think this is where, that fatigue is starting to set in.
Thuram and Fratesi. The space is on for those balls in behind, but have to time it just right. Dumfries will deliver early. Comes through.
Look at that ball. Look at that ball. Look at that ball. Offside. Offside.
Flag will come up. Waves his index finger towards the
Oh
assistant.
my. Oh my.
Saying it's close, and it is. But wonderful attacking football again. The right pass, the right time, the right visionary pass. Oh,
Don't tell me that Pau Cuarsi kept him on.
sure. It is very close.
Don't tell me that Pau Cuarsi kept him
Very
on.
close.
Does he time it right?
Oh my gosh. Please. Please tell me he's offside. Please. Please.
And of course, the most important thing about it all is when the ball is played, and that is down to a micro second. Wonderful attack, wonderful cross-field accuracy.
We do have a semi-automated offside technology.
They'll need
to
it.
aid in
Offside.
decision.
Offside.
Confirmation there. Wow. Offside. If only
All right.
just.
Can't wait to see the images of this one.
There we go.
And
Hey, I think Hansi Flick needs to make some changes. I think the team is
at the very least,
hitting is fatiguing.
for Inter again.
Montana with possession would have been a threat to score.
Yep.
Every time they touch it, neat
It's in
flick.
again.
Fratesi into Dumfries. Still Dumfries, left for Taremi, but Garcia stepping in and Barella. Strike all wrong.
Wow.
Freeze shaking his
Gavin,
head.
who else? I take off Ferran.
Why didn't I shoot?
Bring on Pau Victor. Bring on Ansu Fati.
It's offside.
Certainly would have been looked at had a goal gone in.
Yeah.
I think at this point it's just
Great
impact.
little touch there from Fratesi.
This pull back there, and here is where I thought he was going to pull the trigger with that. Now, maybe a wooden left foot, but he's got to have a shake at that one. But it would have been offside.
We barely have any people who can play. That's so true.
Yes, they do. You just feel that this game will not be ending 3-3,
Oh my.
which has already provided enough entertainment.
There's another goal in it. I know.
Running again at 2. Still keeping it going over, and a free kick given in a threatening area.
Kenny drips honey on it.
He ain't bringing on no Ansu Fati. Then bring on, I don't know, Christensen. Bring on
And we have another look at that. See how far? Oh,
a toe.
Oh, man.
that's a loose bootlace offside. Frog's hair doesn't get any closer.
If he's a size 10, maybe if you were a size 8, that would have been.
Huh. Bro, his left foot kept on offside. No, it was like his toes.
All the stuff from
His
Lamine
toes were
Yamal.
offside.
This Brazilian
Oh my.
jack hit from Rafinha in all likelihood,
Rafinha.
and some are getting his
If you want to win the Ballon d'Or, you make this. Rafinha, all I'm saying, if you want that Ballon d'Or, you make this.
haven't looked at that Lamine Yamal replay, but it's the usual stuff.
Please, please, please.
Just wrestling with the invisible man.
4 on the wall. Rafinha fancies it with his lefts. And here's Rafinha going low and through, and Sommer covering his post neatly.
Smart, beautifully covered by the ex-Borussia punching Gladbach man.
All right.
Mkhitaryan running
Went out,
down
went out,
the
went
play.
out.
Hear the appeals
He
there.
finally got on target. Good sign.
Phones. Have a look at that effort.
It was a good try. It was a good try.
Good anticipation by Jan Sommer. He's reading the strike as it's on its way. How the hell he got a look at that ball coming around that wall. Impressive goalkeeping.
Garcia trying the idea in towards Yamal. Come kindly for a counter-attack, which is
Nicely.
somehow just about come off of Fratesi.
He's onside.
Plays into the space for Taremi. Just to try and win the throw. Plays it off of Pedri. Back heels it. Taremi slides in and into Mkhitaryan, who lost out.
Bro, Pedri's doing so much work in that midfield. Oh my goodness.
Escaping. Lovely there from
Oh, Lamine.
Beyond 2 as if it were nothing. Outside
Ah.
of cutting out that Hollywood pass. And playing it neatly with Barella. Go early into Dumfries. Chesney again racing out.
Great work, Chesney.
One of the Inter substitutes.
Dude, this game is so intense.
But here again, Ole.
He is just special.
Oh my.
Special. Smooth as the back of a spoon with his touches.
Magic from Lamine.
Again, a change of balance. Or putting a spell on the ball.
Now Inter look like they want to make 2 more changes. Matteo Darmian.
No changes from Hansi?
The last 2 substitutions.
Nothing?
For Inzaghi. Zielinski just coming back from an injury himself. 10 minutes to play, and now the changes will be waved in. Dumfries has run his race. He's certainly given everything he possibly could. Applause the away fans.
Wonderful performance by Denzel. Ex-PSV man. Loved him when he was there. Still playing a wonderful.
And Tudam. Dumfries and Tudam.
The sidelines, these 2 fabulous coaches.
All right. We need Gavi on for Frankie. I take bring on Gavi and take off Ferran. There's a 2. Bring on Paul Victor. Bring on Ansu. I think you need energy in the team.
So Darmian will come in and take the throw.
Or hey, if you want to take off Ferran, take off Ferran for Gavi.
Trying to get back to Milan with
Christensen. Okay.
the score as it is now. If not, maybe an advantage if they can nick a goal. Is see Andreas Christensen getting ready there. Bastoni wins the header for Barella.
But Christensen,
Lifting forward, Carlos
I'm not against that.
again, making a well-timed run, lifting in towards Fratesi. It was that
I'm not against that.
resulted in the
I take off Pedri and rest him.
first leg of the quarterfinal.
Gavi as well.
Didn't come off that time as Rafinha just losing out there. And
Hey, we need substitutions, brother.
tired legs for Barcelona, having played 120 minutes on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, you see the fatigue in the team. You see it. The team is gassed.
Will be Christensen and Gavi getting ready to enter for Hansi Flick. De Jong's touch.
The experience of Internazionale seemingly coming up, bubbling up in this match of matches. These youngsters seem impervious to that sort of.
See like that right there, like that disconnect between Rafinha and Pedri. That doesn't happen if both players are like at 100%.
Teams, is that going to be a telling point? As talent-wise, with Barcelona.
Cubarsí offer Christensen and Pedri. Cubarsí and Pedri.
And there's a togetherness about them and an understanding that has been matching Inter Milan straight for straight and giving us this game.
Cubarsí and Pedri make way. Gavi and Andreas Christensen come on. Christensen has not
Okay.
played since the first game of the season in La Liga against Valencia. Came off with an injury, an Achilles injury that has forced him to miss the subsequent 8 months. So a big moment for him.
Great work, Christensen.
Any game, but into this game,
Come on.
second appearance of the season. He's been on the bench in the last few weeks, but now comes on. For more than 8 months out. De Jong. And again. What more can this game give us?
All right. Let's hope this doesn't screw us over. Nice to see Christensen. Lovely to see him back, man. Christensen back means like I'd start him on the weekend. Honestly, this weekend, guys, I'd rest everyone. I'm resting everyone. I'm playing Ansu. I'm playing Paulo Torre. I'm playing Paulo Victor. I'm playing Gavi. I'm playing fucking Sergio Dominguez from the academy.
Fresh legs on the pitch, but there's a lot of new players on the
We need another goal. We won a chance in the second leg. See, I think a goal. I think that would put us in a good position. Good position. A draw, okay. A draw is an okay. It's not great, not bad.
Rafinha spotting the run into that area of Eric Garcia, but couldn't quite find him as Augusto.
I don't mind Christensen playing for the weekend. He needs it.
Went for the header.
Take the 1 or the tie. Beat Madrid on the 11th. I'll take the L.
Let's hit everything. The physical side of it, the almost gladiatorial nature of this game, and the manner in which the
All right.
fearlessness of
Link, please, bro. If you wanna watch the game, go on CBS Sports or Paramount, and you'll be able to watch it. Right now, I only have the commentary. I can't show the game because then I get copyright, and that's not. We don't want that.
Sommer through the pressure. Zielinski on a free from Napoli. His first season at the club, and now steps into this game of this magnitude as Rafinha will go chasing here. Bisek went
Ferran.
past it, Acerbi, and eventually Bisek just about keeping it.
just didn't get the rub of the green there. Rafinha.
Nice, Christian. Bro, I'm so happy that Christensen is back, man. I'm so happy.
Inter's double coverage.
This guy is going to be huge for us.
Rafinha.
I hope for almost full rotation this weekend. Absolutely.
Faint hope has been released.
This is possibly the game of the season.
Gavi. Another of the young La Masia products. The academy here at Barcelona. Bastoni.
Well played.
Carlos Augusto emerging with it nicely. Holding off De Jong, but
There we go. Frankie. I love that, Frankie.
one more time.
Frankie, great job.
Throw.
Those are the small things that count right there.
What will the mentality be of both of these sides going towards that second?
Oh, Ferran, you tons of space right here. Ferran.
Torres and Yamal lifting it towards Rafinha.
Hit the post.
Post.
No.
Looked like it was sailing out of play.
But totally intentional delivery from Lamine Yamal.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely audacious strike towards goal for my money. Maybe he was meaning it for Rafinha. I don't think so.
He gets a second bite at it. Yamal and Gavi.
You need that energy in the midfield, honestly.
Holds the position out wide. Yamal feinting and giving to Christensen, who steps into the attack. Champions League winner with Chelsea.
Come on.
Yamal, another strike. That one easily deflected.
That wasn't the best strike from the team. Nice, Frankie. What a wonder goal that would have been.
Go in search
If that went in,
of
I
the
would have gone crazy. The stadium would have
Gavi
exploded.
lifting in. Adamine went for it.
Close.
Carlos Augusto tracking in on that.
All of Inter's defending right here.
Ball played into the heart of Inter's defense.
Come on. Let's try to get this goal.
Very close. They're making contact.
Rafinha, no, Rafinha, don't lose it.
Back there by Barella.
Nice, Gavi.
To the challenge.
Nice, Inigo.
Into Gavi is low
No.
cross. Deflects but comes for Inigo Martinez. Rafinha
No.
back in and Bastoni in the way. All the height advantage in this Inter side, but Fratesi couldn't keep
Good
it.
work. Lovely stuff, Inigo. Lovely stuff. Come on, boys. One last boost of energy.
And Lamine Yamal trying outside the boot again. Darmian repelling from that area.
Great concentration. I end up following these passes that are so creative into space that track down every
Come on.
time.
De Jong trying again. This time Bisek, always the favorite as the tallest man on the pitch.
No one for Barca is warming up. Okay, so Hansi Flick is going to try to...
Again, here's the Yamal magic. That's an
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
the time. Just astounding.
If Lamine had if that ball had went, oh my goodness.
Again running it too. Showing it, but resolute defending there.
Lamine makes it look so effortless.
Final minute of the 90. Throwing quickly with De Jong. Christensen. And Inigo Martinez, who moved to left back at halftime.
About to reach the end of the 90.
Gavi. Is there one last moment of inspiration left in this game?
Can we get the winner?
De Jong out wide for Lamine Yamal. Another cross bent in. Again, Bastoni was in the way.
It seems that Inter, they're satisfied with the draw.
Yamal would certainly be one of the favorites to provide
3-3.
moments.
3 minutes left.
Cracking opener. Gavi into a minimum of 3 minutes added at the end of this second half of this first leg.
All right.
It is remarkable. We still have so much more to go at San Siro. Rafinha! And Sommer did tip it over the bars. It's given as a corner.
How hell he sees this ball. It comes at him in a blur. An absolute blur. As he lifts off this with full power.
Rafinha's so close.
Again, angles and action delivered
All right.
impeccably by Rafinha. Brilliant
All right.
keeping and minding of the net by the Swiss international, who has been asked some serious questions and has been monumental in this game. 36-year-old.
Rafinha into that back post header, one from Araujo. Then on from Christensen. Garcia.
Oh, no.
Bastoni closer. Rafinha again lifting in.
Araujo, win that.
Araujo shoved as it comes for Inigo
No.
Martinez.
See, those type of crosses are not going to work.
Get away. Barcelona want this late winner. Fermin Lopez, lovely delivery.
Nah, you just killed Rafinha right there.
Rows and rows and rows.
You killed him.
Now, how will these two teams handle the intervening period? Barcelona away at the basement dwellers Valladolid at the weekend, and see that effort from Yamal ever so close. And Inter still only 3 points off the league lead in Serie A. Will host Verona on Saturday.
All
I
right.
think both of these sides are throwing everything.
They didn't mind having a draw. No, I think this is a good result for Inter.
Two games.
Not an ideal result for Barca right here, though. Everything's open for the second leg next Tuesday.
Last throw of the dice forward from Barcelona. Have had large spells with the ball, but Inter have taken their chances when they've gone.
Yeah, taking their punches, and they've been packed up with counter punches. Simple as that.
30 seconds left.
Been very close.
Will Barca get the winner?
Number of times in this second half, Internazionale. Barcelona coming one last roll of the dice here.
Soft touch there from Yamal, and Chadby going through.
Nice, Lamine.
Yamal
Nice, Lamine.
pressing, but
No.
Sommer will get rid.
What is that? Is that time?
And there
All right.
now is the full-time whistle.
Full-time whistle, 3-3.
Still everything to play for at San Siro in the second leg next week in Milan on Tuesday. What a game this was, though.
All right.
That opened the scoring through Thuram inside 30 seconds. Dumfries.
All right.
2-0.
So
Barcelona came roaring back through.
Barcelona 3-3. They're going to be going to Italy to finish the time. I mean, not bad, not great. Not bad, not great. We really need that fourth goal. I'm confident that we'll win in Italy. But when you look at tonight, you're thinking, if we defended better, man, we could have really done some damage to Inter here. We could have really done it, though. We tied, though. We did well. We did well. We did well. Koundé, I mean, that's a blow. Hopefully he recovers his injury. But overall, I'm glad how Barcelona they came back and everything. Look, you see a face of frustration right there from Fermin. You're looking at it and you're thinking, man, Maybe should have done a little bit better. Isn't ideal, but we'll take it. We'll take it, guys. We'll take it. Absolutely take it. Real Madrid drew 3-3 against Man City and came to Man City in the second leg and won it. They can do it. Oh, I mean, of course we can do it. It's not that I'm not confident in our ability. It's just that looking at tonight, we're thinking if we limited some of the opportunities that Inter they had, and if we were able to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal, then we come away this game with a different story. But 3-3, we'll take it. Looking at the context of the game, looking how we're down twice, we'll take it. All right, guys, I'll be back in a couple minutes with the match reaction, and we'll discuss the game. But hopefully, you guys did enjoy. I'll see you then.